Okay, wonderful. Welcome everyone to the Western Association for College Admission Counseling College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. Each will have 6 minutes to share more about their institution and will be around for the entire session to answer your questions. My name is Chelsea and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. This is one of many sessions happening, so be sure to check the schedule on the website. This presentation, as well as all the others, will be recorded and available at strivescan.com/WACAC. And now I'm going to turn it over to Cal Poly Pomona to start.
All right, so hello everyone. My name is Dulce Guerrero. I'm really happy to be here today and provide you with some information in regards to highlights and also admission requirements about Cal Poly Pomona, which is part of the Cal State University system. So with that, let me go ahead and start sharing my screen so that we can get started, being mindful of the time. Thank you for having me and thank you for being here today. All right. All right, so again, I am representing Cal Poly Pomona, and today I'm going to be talking to you about my beautiful institution. We are definitely a polytechnic university. And so basically, I'm going to tell you in the following slide what that means. But basically, to give you a little bit about our institution, we are a medium-sized campus with over 27,000 students. We are a university that offers opportunities for bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, teaching credentials, and an EDD doctoral degree, which is the highest terminal degree that you can get in education. We do have 8 academic colleges, and we do have over 54 different undergraduate programs within the College of Agriculture, Business, Education and Integrative Studies, Engineering, Environmental Design, Hospitality Management. Within the College of Letters, Arts and Social Sciences, it's a huge academic college that offers your psychology, your criminology programs, theater, etc. And finally, the College of Science. When you're looking at the actual undergraduate average class size, it's about 32 students. So again, we're medium size. And we are located in the LA County and the actual city of Pomona, hence our title, Cal Poly Pomona. And we are by definitely good geographical areas of the LA County, Orange County, Riverside County, and San Bernardino County as well. So as I was saying, we are a polytechnic institution, one of the 3 within the CSU system. Basically, what that means is the type of curriculum that you're getting is very rich with hands-on learning experiences. So we actually give you the curriculum, and we certainly give you those real-world experiences to connect you for the next steps in life. As you see here at the bottom of the slide, these are some of the companies that come out and seek our students. They do like the caliber of students that we produce. So although we are considered to be a medium-sized campus, we do have small classes, we do have engaged faculty. There's going to be opportunities for research as well, and student engagement with over 300 clubs and organizations that we offer. Let's go ahead and transition over to the admission requirements. If you are interested in our institution, as I indicated, we are a Cal State. We are one of the Cal States that's following what we call a multi-factor admission model. And basically, we are looking for both academic requirements and non-academic requirements. So academic requirements basically are that you complete 60 transferable units, and be mindful that if you are a student that has attended multiple regionally accredited institutions, the Office of Admissions will evaluate for everything. So again, total of 60, at least 30 in your general education area. You need an overall GPA of a 2.0 or better, and certainly be in good academic standing. There are specific courses that are a must for students. We do call them the Golden Four, and that's basically your oral communication, your English composition, a critical thinking course, and a college level math course. There are some majors, such as those high unit majors, such as engineering, in which the critical thinking is way for those students. But here on the actual slide, you're going to see our website that we utilize and we recommend, assist.org, that can certainly give you a list of recommended courses that you can follow. We are an impacted campus, and we do have impacted majors. So what does that mean is we're basically highly selective. A lot of students apply for these particular options, and we do not have enough room to accommodate a large class. So there are some supplemental requirements, additional courses that are specific to the program that are either recommended or mandatory. In addition to the actual academic requirements, we also look at non-academic factors as well. So we consider factors such as, is a student a veteran? Are you part of our local area? Have you done volunteering work, etc.? And so there are some questions that are part of the application, they're embedded, that will actually allow you to actually tell your story. So a couple of different or some information on the application and deadlines. If you're looking at applying, or if you applied specifically for the fall class of 2024, decisions will be rolling out on a rolling basis. As you see here, there is going to be an intent to enroll if you're interested in attending. Scores for the AP or any final official transcripts will also be requested. So make sure that you do pay attention to your student account so that you can access that information and submit your documents in a timely fashion. If you're looking at applying in the near future, we may potentially be open for the spring. So check on our website or connect with me, and I will be providing my information at the end of the presentation. Applying for financial assistance is simply important. Do know that there's a new application. It has been revamped. It opened up in December, and it's currently open right now as well. So putting in that proper code is super important so that the university can let you know what you're eligible for. So we are also inviting students that apply for the fall of 2024. If you're interested in coming out and checking our institution, making sure that it's a good fit for you, make sure that you save the date for Saturday, April 13th. We will have more information soon on our website. And finally, this is my contact information, my email address, dguerrero@cpp.edu. And again, if there's any additional questions, I'll be monitoring the chat. Thank you so much for your time.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right, next up we have Lawrence University.
Yes, let me get my PowerPoint up here. I will share my screen. Well, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for having me today. My name is Lindsay Weingard. I am one of the admissions counselors at Lawrence University, located in Appleton, Wisconsin. So just a little bit about Lawrence University. We have about 1,500 students, all undergraduate students. We do have what we consider kind of like two colleges or two schools. We have about 80% of our students that will go into the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences and receive a Bachelor of Arts degree. And then we do also have our Conservatory of Music, where about 20% of our students will go for either a Bachelor of Music or a Bachelor of Musical Arts degree. We do also have our unique dual degree program. So that means that students can go for a Bachelor of Music and a Bachelor of Arts if they choose to. That dual degree program is a 5-year program, so an additional year, but they will be receiving those 2 degrees at the end of their time at Lawrence. With those 1,500 students, we do also have over 170 professors. And kind of doing the math there, we have about a 9-to-1 student to faculty ratio. And all of our classes are typically taught by the actual professor. So we're not going to have any graduate students, residential assistants, or not residential assistants, teaching assistants, or anything like that. They're all going to be taught by the professors. And we do have about a 15 student average for our class sizes. We also do have a lot of outside of the classroom experiences as well. So a lot of our students will participate in research or independent study, which means that the student will work directly with the professors. We do actually have over half of our classes are one-to-one classes, which means that there is a lot of personal connection, is a lot of that interaction. We do also offer 40 or more different study abroad programs for all of our students. And you can see in the middle there, we do have London, England. We do actually have kind of like a second campus over at our London Center, where a lot of students will participate in at some time while they're at Lawrence. We do also have, at the end of our experience, what we call our senior experience, our Chandler senior experience. So a lot of our students will come in, first year students, transfer students, they will end their experience with a project, a capstone. And it's just a great way to work with professors, work with advisors, and do a project that really shows off what they've been doing while they were at Lawrence. So it's just a great way to finish off their graduation there. In addition to academics, we do also have over 100 student clubs and organizations on campus that anybody can participate in. We do have 23, and it's actually going to be 24 Division III sports teams. We are adding men's and women's lacrosse for this upcoming year. So we do have those professional sports, professional college sports. We do also have intramurals that students can participate in as well. And then if you look in the bottom left corner, we do also have our downtown Appleton right within walking distance of campus. We also have kind of like a third campus over in our Door County area, which is just about an hour and a half away from Lawrence. And this is a great weekend retreat place for students or for clubs or for classes to go to kind of unwind, get away from the Wi-Fi and just really connect with each other. So it's just right along Lake Michigan, great hiking space, and just a great way to bond with everybody. Like I mentioned, we do have our London Center. We do have, over 28 different countries. We are on 6 different continents. We haven't made it to Antarctica just yet. We do have a lot of those programs. Over 40% of our students will study abroad at some point in their time there. This is just kind of an overview of our admission and financial aid deadlines. So the bottom 3 are going to be our non-binding rounds. And those are going to, essentially be if you want to apply to numerous different schools, you can apply to one of those rounds. The main difference is just going to be those deadlines of when you need to submit your application and then when we would notify you. If you're looking to fully commit to Lawrence, we do have that early decision round as well. For transfer students, we do actually accept applications all the way into the summer as well. So if a student is looking to transfer into fall 2024, we will actually be accepting applications through July 15th as well. And if you do have any questions, feel free to reach out. Sierra Mata is actually our transfer coordinator. I'm filling in for her today, but you can email her. Her information's on our website. Otherwise, feel free to email myself or our general admissions line, which is admissions@lawrence.edu. We would love to have you, and thank you for letting me join today.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Alrighty, and next up we have, let's see, we have Central Washington University.
Thank you. I'm going to go fairly quickly through these slides. Well, welcome. I primarily work with transfer students, but I'm going to just be a resource for you. My contact information will be placed in the chat by my wonderful colleague, Dustin. Thank you. My name is Renata Cummings. Like I said, I primarily work with transfers. Central Washington University is located in the center of Washington State. It is about 2 hours from downtown Seattle, and it's in a lovely, beautiful, sun-laden small town with a big college university feel. We have several locations across the state on both Eastern and Western Washington. So if you still want the big city feel, and some of our degrees are available at campus centers co-located at community colleges. Our main campus has every single major, and we have a number of outdoor activities, 200 plus days of sunshine. When you hear about that Seattle rain, that's not always the case for us in Ellensburg. And there's just a ton of fun activities in this very walkable city. Like I said, we have wonderful class sizes so that you get faculty attention and you get to know your faculty. There are over 135 majors, and there's really some unique majors I wanted to touch on. So we have pilot. You can get a Bachelor of Science degree in aviation pilot license. And that is a very desirable program. Also, our paramedicine program is a very competitive program we offer. I like to highlight our apparel, textiles, and merchandising. This is for those of you who are interested in designing your own lines. Sports management is also one of the ones students enjoy. We also have craft brewing, wine studies. So you really can experience a unique combination of degrees and robust degrees. Some of our top majors are business. We started with education, and so that is our foundation. Our very first program was education. And we also still have Bachelor of Fine Arts. So I really like to highlight our artistic community and our music community. So transfer admissions have different deadlines than your standard freshman admits, which tend to be in the fall. So it all depends on your date of application, and I can send you information about, the dates. We do have rolling admission, so the deadline is not hard and fast. It just means you're getting priority consideration. And so it's very important to just be near that. Our in-state tuition is one of the most affordable, and then out-of-state tuition can be a bit more, but we also offer, in this next slide, a number of scholarships. So I really like to encourage students to apply for our scholarships. Some are merit-based, and you are automatically considered when you apply based on those high GPAs you've already achieved. And then we also have a number of departmental scholarships, and we encourage external scholarships. So housing, I am really happy with some of our newest learning communities. We have a Casa Central, so we have a Latino living learning community that we're starting this fall. And these are students from either different majors, different backgrounds, different experiences, coming together into the dorm. So transfer students can opt in to live in the same living learning community, our aviation students, music students. So these are great ways to kind of automatically build community. And we have a number of different layouts for floor plans, depending on your needs. There's great food. I mean, Washington is a foodie state, so you're never going to find something that you probably won't like. And my favorite is going to the bakery that's nearby campus. So again, there's a number of outdoor activities, and you do get all 4 seasons on campus. So you can expect snow, you can expect sun and heat, you can expect fall and rain in the spring, and it's quite refreshing to experience all 4 seasons the way you kind of have read about them in storybooks, depending on where you're coming from. We have a number of clubs and organizations, and like I say, if we don't have the club, start one. There's so many opportunities to create community, learn, explore, and support each other. Athletics, we do have Division II sports, and these are very popular. I honestly don't know much about them, only that our diehard fans are there and ready and really enjoy going to, especially our football games. I have folks driving across mountain ranges to go to those. Athletics, so again, we have club sports and intramural sports. I was speaking with a student today about track and field and pole vaulting. They wanted to make sure we had something for them there, and it just turns out we do. We also have a number of support services. So if you're coming from TRIO, camp, or you'd like to affiliate with them, we have our Diversity and Equity Center that puts on a number of wonderful events. Our Disability Support Services is responsive, and I'm really impressed with how they achieve student inclusion with their offerings. And then we also want you to be that well-rounded student who's a great student with tutoring services, who is coping well, because college can be challenging at times, and sometimes moving can be a challenge. So we're really interested in students' holistic well-being. Veteran Center has been a place where my students have found great support as well. And we really try to make our processes accessible and easy to understand, and get you with the right services for you. So I really encourage you to experience it. If you can come to campus, you are invited to our preview days. We host one every single quarter, and we are in the quarter system. It is different from the semester system. And that is my timer telling me I have spoken enough. So please reach out anytime if you have any questions about all of our offerings. And go Wildcats.
Thank you. All right, San Francisco Bay University is next.
Right. Hello. Good evening, everyone. Pulling this up. All right. Good evening. My name is Rebecca Jimenez. I am an enrollment counselor here at San Francisco Bay University. Accompanying me is Nina Henry. She's going to be facilitating any questions that you may have in the chat. So just a reminder, we have our question and answer box up and running. San Francisco Bay University, it's a hidden gem here in the Silicon Valley. At SFBU, we focus on what matters most to you. So we provide diverse learners with inclusive, innovative, inspirational education for lifelong personal and career success. We care for the whole student. We deliver teaching excellence. We provide access and inclusion. We offer affordable higher education opportunities, and we reflect the vibrancy of the Silicon Valley. Our diverse and inclusive campus reflects the vibrant culture of the Bay Area and the Silicon Valley. We're conveniently located in the Warm Springs Fremont district. We're accessible by BART, AC Transit, and we offer apartment-style housing across the street from our campus. We're right in the center of all the major tech companies, so you'll see on the map all those big tech companies that maybe you've heard of in the Bay Area and San Francisco, Oakland, and Menlo Park. Students are going to be able to network and build connections while they are studying on campus. And the San Francisco Bay Area, it contains really the highest concentration of high-tech career opportunities than anywhere else in the world. So you will be prepared to work in the industry of which you are there studying, and also worldwide. Tonight, I will be touching on our two undergraduate programs, computer science and business administration. For our Bachelor's of Business Administration, we offer this program. You would need about 120 credits to graduate, and our areas that you can study are accounting, management, business analytics, and marketing. We also have our Bachelor of Science of Computer Science, which you would also need 120 credits to complete. And some areas that we focus on are AI, so it's a big thing right now. We also study cybersecurity, data science, databases, networking, and Python programming. So getting a bachelor's degree from San Francisco Bay University may be easier than you think. We offer just a multitude of agreements and transfer guides within different community colleges. We've established articulation agreements and we facilitate a smooth transfer of credits so that you can complete your bachelor's degree in as quickly as possible and as smoothly as possible. We also offer various scholarship opportunities. Again, we believe in accessible education. That's why we proudly offer scholarships to deserving students that meet our GPA requirements. So we believe that your dreams should not be limited to the financial barriers. So we offer our President's Scholarship, and this is available to applicants with a 2.75 or higher for you to be considered for up to 100% of tuition covered. We also offer our SFBU scholarship. This is available to applicants with a 2.5 to 2.74, and you could be considered for up to 75% of tuition. So again, just to reiterate, higher education, it's an investment in your own future, and we want to, break those barriers of students deciding to enroll in college because, definitely finances is a big factor. So I want to, again, just offer our contact information. We would like to invite you to connect with us at SFBU. So you can log on to sfbu.edu/admissions. You can contact myself or Nina. We have our contact information in the chat. And please feel free to scan the QR code to submit an inquiry so that you can connect with us as well. So thank you, everyone.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right, next up we have UC Santa Barbara.
Hello, everyone. Let me pull up my screen. So hi everyone, I'm Chelly Gonzalez. I'm the Assistant Director overseeing Transfer Services at the UCSB Office of Admissions. And today I'm going to be covering some information about our campus, some admissions requirements for students interested in transferring, as well as some additional information on how to prepare. So a little bit about UCSB. We are what we consider a mid-sized campus with about 23,000 undergraduate students and 3,000 graduate students. We are located on the Central Coast of California. And what's really also unique about our location is that we're the only UC in this whole region. So our students really have access to research opportunities. They get to work closely with faculty and just engage with the overall community. Our campus also offers more than 90 majors and 40 minors. Last year, we were ranked number 5 in US public universities. And a fun fact, we have over 90 companies that have started with UCSB technologies. So a little bit about the admissions process and the requirements that you need to know. So at UCSB, we only admit junior level transfer students. All requirements must be completed by the end of the spring term prior to transfer. And students apply for admission roughly 1 year in advance that they apply. And we only admit for fall term only. Transfer applicants are evaluated using the self-reported college courses and exam credits on the UC application. And students must select a major within one of our 3 colleges. So in terms of junior level transfer eligibility, what we're looking is for students to complete the 7-course pattern. So that means 2 English courses in English composition, 1 transferable mathematics course, 4 courses from at least 2 of the following areas. So arts and humanities, behavioral and social sciences, and biological and physical sciences. Minimum GPA for UC eligibility is a 2.4 GPA. However, we do recommend at least a 3.4 for students applying to UC Santa Barbara to be a little bit more competitive. And students must complete at least 60 UC transferable semester units or 90 quarter units by the end of spring. In terms of our majors, so most of our majors are found within our College of Letters and Science. Most of these majors are also interdisciplinary, and there are some selective majors, which I'll go over in just a second, that do require major preparation courses to be completed in order to be admitted to those majors. Our student to faculty ratio for our College of Letters and Science is about 19 students to 1. Within our College of Engineering, we have 5 majors. All of our engineering majors are highly selective, meaning that we are screening for those major prep courses to be completed in order to be admitted to those majors. It does have limited accessibility to switch or to double major within engineering, but the student to faculty ratio is about 10 to 1. And students within our engineering departments are able to work on senior capstone projects. We also have our College of Creative Study, which houses 9 selective majors. Students applying to this major also must require a supplemental application to be completed. And the student to faculty ratio is about 1 to 1. For those selective majors, these are listed on the screen. So for our College of Letters and Science, that includes any of our biological science majors, econ majors, math majors, physics, and our performance-based majors also may require an audition. Chemistry majors will become selective starting fall 2025. For our College of Engineering, again, all of our engineering majors are selective on our campus. So that includes chemical engineering, computer engineering, computer science, electrical engineering, and mechanical engineering. And as previously mentioned, our majors within our College of Creative Study do require a supplemental application. I would also like to share some opportunities for our incoming transfer students. So we do have a couple programs that happen in the summer, one of them being Transfer Edge, which is an immersive 6-week program for incoming transfer students, where they're really able to get support, get acclimated to the campus, and learn about all the different resources. There's also an additional program through our EOP office, a summer transfer transition program, which also supports students in their transition onto the UCSB campus. And when students are here, they're able to engage with a number of different resources, including the Transfer Student Center. So through the Transfer Student Center, students are able to receive academic advising, they're able to connect with peer educators and mentors, attend workshops, build community, and engage in different social activities. A snapshot about our campus. So last year we received over 17,000 transfer applicants. Our admit rate was about 60%, and our average admit GPA is a 3.7. You're also able and encouraged to follow us on social media. So UCSB Life will give students an insight about life at UCSB from a student perspective. And you can also follow us at admissions, at UCSB admissions as well, for updates, events, and other important information. And then lastly, there's additional resources. So at any time you're able to email us your questions, admissions@ucsb.edu. We also have a wonderful transfer resource playlist on our YouTube for you to check out and receive information at any time. And we also encourage you to join our mailing list so that you're able to stay up to date with any resources.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, so at this point, we are going to shift gears a little bit. I'd love to invite everybody, all presenters, back onto the screen so we can hear from you one more time. All right, so I'm going to pose a few questions and we'll kind of go around our Zoom squares here and hear what you have to say. So my first question is, what advice would you give someone who's going through the transfer search process right now? We'll go back up to Cal Poly Pomona to start.
So the advice that I would give a transfer student is certainly to stay informed, to research, and ultimately it's also very important for them to connect with a representative, connect with the university, possibly attend an open house to make sure that the choice that they're doing for them is the right one. Oftentimes you can research yourself, you can hear from us, but setting foot into the institution is a different reality. So if you can, highly encourage that you visit the campuses and certainly reach out so that you can get more information. Certainly the requirements are a little bit more different at the transfer level. They're more precise with courses. It's a little bit more convoluted. So we are there to help you for that particular process. So that would be my recommendation.
Wonderful. Thank you. Lawrence University, what is your advice?
Yeah, so my advice is very similar. I would definitely say get in contact with the university right away, especially if they have a transfer specific counselor. Get in right away, get your questions answered. And then like Cal Poly said, I would definitely step foot on campus. And if you're not exactly sure what your top choice is, or if there's a specific university that you want to transfer to, I would definitely, try out a few different open houses, try out, some of those visits as well, but definitely stay connected and then get on campus to check out that feel and that fit for you.
Awesome. Thank you. Central Washington University, what is your advice?
I'm going to ask Dustin to take this.
I'm Dustin. I'm a transfer student myself. Right now, I am kind of in the middle of drill weekend with the National Guard, which is one of the things about my experience with Central is that it's been very compatible with kind of my life. I'm from Wenatchee, which is like an hour and a half away from Ellensburg if weather's good, because we deal with passes, but I've been able to commute back and forth. And the support network I've had from my professors, my academic advisors, even people at the Transfer Center and the Veteran Center has made my time at Central a success. So I'm immensely grateful to the community at Central that's allowed me to thrive. So I'm looking at graduating here in spring. And just last week, I submitted an application for a grad program. So, and I at one point was not doing well in the high school theater. So I never thought college was for me. So I'm really grateful that through central I've been able to get myself to this point. So I think getting connected and looking for different community, I definitely took time to find different organizations, clubs, the different student services. I am a social person, so that definitely helps. But I think even for somebody who's not as social, that we have lots of different conduits for people to be connected and have that support. Because no matter who you are, I think having support is very important.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. That was great. San Francisco Bay University, what is your advice?
Yeah, I agree with everything that's already been said. Definitely keeping track of deadlines and getting your information all in order. I also wanted to add that remembering that maybe success or what you've pictured, as your vision, as your dreams and your goals, it's not always going to come in a straight path. So, it's going to have twists and turns, and that's just what life is about. So when you set your goals, when you get into the college that you want to, it's gonna have ups and downs, and definitely have that support system waiting for you. So get involved in the clubs on campus, let your family share your successes with your families, let them support you. So I think just being prepared for that windy road towards success at the end of the day.
Awesome. Thank you. UC Santa Barbara?
I will definitely co-sign to everything my colleagues have shared. And then additionally, I will add just making sure that you're utilizing your resources, that you're staying connected and engaged, that you're starting to think about transfer early. It's something that really requires preparation and requires a lot of accurate information as well. And just making sure that you stay connected, so that you plan for your journey and that you excel once you do transfer to the university.
Awesome. Appreciate that. Looks like we have time for one more question. So I'm going to throw out there, what is one thing you want students to remember about your school specifically? And we'll go back to Cal Poly Pomona to start.
All right, so basically in terms of our institution, just remember that there's going to be an institution for everyone. We all have our own uniqueness, our own specialties. So there's going to be an institution that will work for you, and you're going to have to embrace it and certainly get informed and get immersed in the institution for the success. If you are the type of student that's an actual visual learner, hands-on learner, you want those connections with the industry, because that's certainly going to benefit you in the long run as you transition over to the professional world or maybe graduate school. We are an institution that does a really great job with its curriculum to prepare students for the next step. So Polytechnic experience, hands-on learning, if it's for you, certainly keep us in mind.
So thank you. Lawrence University?
Yeah, one thing about Lawrence University, and a lot of people will always ask, like, how would you describe your student population? And I would always say that they're very multi-interested. We have a lot of students who might major in a science and minor in art, but they're involved in choir. And we have, a lot of students kind of dipping their toes into a lot of different things. So I would say if you're the type of student who wants to try new things, who's very adventurous, who wants to take a class they never thought they would ever take, Lawrence could be a good option for you. We really embrace that curiosity and that self-motivation to want to try to pursue something that, maybe they never thought was possible. So if that's you, then, feel free to reach out.
Thank you. Central Washington?
I think everyone in this room can say, we all want you to find the right place for you. And we're not competitors here. We really want you to just find your success. So at Central Washington, if there's one thing you can remember, it's that you're just not alone in this journey. There's always a support here. From the moment you connect with us, we're going to reach back and reciprocate that connection.
Awesome. Thank you. San Francisco Bay?
Thank you. Yeah, definitely. I echo what's being said. I just say that, you know, remember that San Francisco Bay University, that we care for the whole student, and you know, we want to put you first. I think it was mentioned that, you know, not every single university is for everybody, but there is a university, you know, that'll you know, match your own vision and what's right for you. So our smaller cohort sizes are going to help facilitate a one-on-one experience, you know, with your colleagues and your professors. So if maybe a 200 size lecture is, you know, not for you, we'll offer that. We'll accommodate. You know, we have smaller class sizes, and if the 200 class size lecture is for you, you know, definitely follow your goals. You know, at another you know, institution that might be right for you. So I think, you know, just really tap into, you know, what are the values that you want, what kind of experience that you want in your university experience, and you'll find something that aligns.
Wonderful. Thank you. And UC Santa Barbara.
I think one of the takeaways students often have from our campus is our beautiful location. We're located right on the beach, but beyond just being a beautiful space, there's also just a lot of resources for students. We have plenty of cultural centers, we have resources, we have research opportunities, we have internship opportunities, holistic support. So, you know, once you make it to the university, you will be well supported. There's going to be a space for you to join and be a part of and really thrive as a transfer.
Awesome. Thank you. Well, we've heard a lot of really great information today. So thank you all so much for being here and for presenting and taking the time. I am going to wrap things up for us here. So I want to thank again all of you for presenting. Thank our participants for joining today. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 5-question survey. We do appreciate any feedback you can provide. We encourage you to check back to the schedule. There is one more session, so feel free to join. Keep hang out with us. And then if there are any that you missed or that you want to go back to, feel free to find all the recordings at strivescan.com/WACAC. And that's it for us. Have a great rest of the day.